some requests for some of the dishes, some of the meals I've been cooking. If you don't know, I actually put it out on my Facebook page that in December of 2015, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. So had to change my diet, had to change the way I eat, and cut out sugar, cut out a lot of things. But what I found is that in cutting out a lot of things, my palate woke up. Things that weren't so sweet before actually are very sweet and very flavorful. And some of the dishes that I'd been posting on my Facebook page, some of you have actually asked me to share. So that's what I'm going to do today. The first dish I'm going to share is from a website I found called meatified.com. And it's a hot Italian sausage soup. Incredible, really delicious. So I've taken the time to cut up some onion, cut up some mini sweet peppers. So colorful, I love them. They're really good, they're really sweet, tasty. Cut up some sweet potatoes here. Really good, it helps kind of fill out the meal, helps fill out the dish so that you can kind of extend it, get a few days extra servings out of it. I'm cooking for a family, teenage boys. There's 5 of us, so definitely need a lot of food to go around. I have some garlic here. We're gonna throw a little baby spinach in it. And I prepared a lot of the things with this mandolin that I purchased at Bed Bath & Beyond. It was under $20. Of course, I used one of the coupons to make it even cheaper. I think the $5 off coupon. So I used that to slice up the peppers. Get one if you can. It actually makes things go much faster. And a garlic press. I'm cooking a lot of food, and it's a lot of prep when you're cooking all this fresh stuff. So instead of spending time cutting things up all the time, I found that little gadgets like these in the kitchen actually really do help quite a bit, help it make it more efficient, help move it along. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cook this up. I'm gonna show you how to do it. So I have all the ingredients. I showed you all that. Time to get down to the cooking. I use a blend of pork, sweet Italian sausage that I picked up at Sprouts. So I take a pound of that. We're gonna go ahead and get that out here, and we're gonna put it in the pot and cook that up. And we're going to mix that with a pound of, a pound of chicken sausage. So that's pork, sweet Italian sausage, and this is chicken, sweet Italian sausage. It calls for a couple tablespoons of garlic powder, but I really like fresh garlic, so I use the garlic press to press out a few cloves of garlic. We're gonna throw in the Italian seasoning. We've got tomato sauce, and of course, chicken stock. So we're gonna add all of that into our hot Italian sausage soup. Now, this is a really easy dish to cook because you're basically just browning meat and then throwing a bunch of seasonings and vegetables into the pot, and then you're letting it simmer for about 30-40 minutes. The hardest part of this whole process was actually cutting up the sweet potatoes. I am convinced that the sweet potato is Satan's vegetable because that thing is just such a pain to cut up because it's just really starchy. So really a pain to get a knife through it, but I know first world problems, hashtag first world problems, because it's really not a big deal, but it's just of the things you're going to do when you make this hot Italian sausage soup, the toughest thing will be cutting up that sweet potato. Other than that, it's real simple. I mean, I'm a regular guy, I'm not a chef, I don't have any, formal kitchen training or experience, just about 20 years of cooking for kids and a family, which I didn't spend the whole 20 years doing that cooking. My wife actually spent the first part of that doing the majority of the cooking. I did like to cook, so I cooked occasionally, but in the last few years, I've actually taken it upon myself to actually cook more because I don't know, I just started liking cooking. So watch the cooking channel, watch different things, learn how to cut things up. And now, again, with that diagnosis of the type 2 diabetes, I'm cooking a whole lot more because you really want to be able to control your meals. When you go out to a restaurant, when you go out somewhere else to eat, you're going to be at the mercy of whatever seasonings, whatever spices, whatever sugars those folk are putting in your food. And let me tell you, there is sugar in everything. If you go to the store, just on your next shopping trip, things that you wouldn't even think would have sugar in them, pick them up, look at the label, and you're gonna find that they have even just a little bit of sugar in them because some people, some brands use sugar as a preservative, and obviously they use it as a sweetener. So it's amazing, like healthy brands of beef jerky, ones that are supposed to be healthy, you know, I've looked at them and they have sugar. And I was just amazed just looking at so many things that have sugar in them. But when you actually start looking to cut that sugar out, your taste buds really respond, and they really wake up to the natural sweetness in a lot of foods. Grapes taste so much sweeter to me now. These mini sweet peppers that I'm gonna dump in here, they are so much sweeter. So that's it. We put the potatoes in, I added a few handfuls of spinach, and we let it simmer until the potatoes grew tender. So now that they're nice and tender, it is ready to eat. So I have a bunch of family. I am actually at my dad's house cooking in his kitchen. So I'm going to allow them to have a serving of this soup, you know, because I use this kitchen and all, so I figure it's the least I can do. So we're going to do that and see what they think of the soup there. If you have any questions about anything we're doing here, about these recipes, go ahead and leave those questions in the comments section below, and we'll get to them, we'll answer them. If you have a recipe that you'd like me to try, I'm more than happy to give it a shot. Just leave a link to that recipe if it's something you've seen somewhere else on some other website. If it's something you've heard about, whatever the case may be, just leave it in the comments section below, and I'll get to it, and we'll put up a video about it.